Alright, here we go, third episode. ये वाला तो स्पेशल होने वाला है, our first female guest after all. इस बार तो एक्साइटमेंट और नर्वसनेस दोनों साथ में है. She is breaking barriers and bringing a fresh perspective to the table. Just the thought of it makes me smile and, well, okay, maybe blush a little. इस बार के कॉन्वर्सेशन में she is going to add so much depth. मैं ऑलरेडी आज के इंसाइट्स और विजडम ना क्लियरली देख पा रहा हूँ. It's going to be such a treat for our audience. Let's do this.
First time I was attending clients as a sales manager. So that time I came across one of the clients. He came very casually, like just the shorts and t-shirt, random clip-ons. That's it. Being a newbie, I just casually gave him all the information and everything. Surprisingly, he booked almost 2 apartments on the spot.
What are you saying?
Yes, and he turned out to be a big name in the music industry. That time was the point of realization for me that you should not judge any of your clients with their appearance or with the way that they are coming.
3 नाम लेता हूँ, आप बताना what is common between them. फाल्गुनी नायर, खुशबू जैन, स्नेहा चौधरी. But apart from being the founders of their respective companies, they are women of extreme power who are doing exemplary work in their industries. हमारा real estate पीछे नहीं है. आज की जो हमारी guest है, she is also a woman of great power who is doing extremely exemplary work in our real estate industry. Please help me welcome Pooja from Per Square Feet Realty. Pooja, welcome so much to our show.
Thank you, Shubham.
Thank you for taking out the time and doing this with us, coming here. मैं पहले बता देता हूँ, it's like an announcement which I do to all my guests. This is not a talk show. Yeah. We are just having a conversation. It's a session which we do after the tiring day's work. जब हम बैठे हैं 2 friends and that's it. Minus certain elements, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Right. सीधा questions पे jump करते हैं. Right. What is new in the industry? क्या हो रहा है? नया क्या है?
Shubham, if you talk about today's last 2-3 years, if we talk about, so being in the industry for almost 15 years, one thing that I have noticed is developers usually used to have their own team before. However, from last 2-3 years, that what I have noticed is the mandate companies are taken over that place somewhere, and yes, they are doing exceptionally great.
Okay, so Pooja, you spoke about mandates.
Right.
होता क्या है? What is this mandate company?
So Shubham, mandate is nothing but a strategic partner to the developer who help builder or developer to achieve their desired numbers, to have a brand value in the market.
Right.
Strategic partner is basically from the A to Z to a builder, right from planning your sales to CRM to marketing to everything. So they eventually plan the project life cycle of one of the project of the developer.
If I had to explain it in very easy terms for people, on the other side of the screen, so how would you go about it? Some manager is probably a company which would do everything from them, right from the start to the end. So basically, developer ने आपको दे दिया कि अभी आप देख लो यार.
Right. So yeah, in that also there are some categories. Sometimes it happens the builder gives everything to you, so you get to plan everything from the scratch till the end.
Right.
However, sometimes it happens that few builders needs the manpower supply.
Right.
So that is also called as having a mandate for the manpower supply, only for the sales team or only for strategic team.
Understood.
So some mandates works in this format as well. However, I'm sure people will agree that most of the strategic partners are preferred to have, from the end to the beginning, so that they can plan the entire project in a life cycle.
Understood.
Right.
Perfect. So at Per Square Feet Realty, what all things do you take care of? मतलब आप लोग mandates पे ज़्यादा focus कर रहे हैं या you're also doing channel partner work? Adding on to that previous question, कि mandates and channel partners, is it a clash और ये एक superset का subset है? Can everybody work together hand in hand? Let's start with the first question कि Per Square Feet Realty, how does that fit into the picture? And then let's move on to the next question.
Right. So per square feet reality, that stands for PSF Private Limited. So yes, majorly we are into mandates in today's date, in KDMC, in Thane, and if you talk about the retail market, we are actively doing retail for South Bombay and Pune.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's how the per square feet reality is working right now.
Amazing.
Majorly focusing on mandates. We are running up with some good mandates currently in KDMC and Thane as well.
Got it.
In South Bombay, we are completely working on a retail platform.
Understood.
Right.
So now moving on to the next question.
Right.
Ki ye mandates and channel partners. Is it a superset? Being a mandate, is it a superset who will also engage the channel partners?
Correct.
Or is it okay? You're saying that is how it
yes,
works, right?
As you rightly said. So I'll just explain that thing with one of the examples. So if today I have one of the project as mandate, of course, since everybody knows that real estate is majorly dominated by the channel partners, this industry majorly works like everybody will agree that 60 to 70% of the business is run by the channel partners in real estate industry. So yes, even if I take the project on mandate, I would require channel partners to work for my mandate.
Right.
So yes, this thing, that entire set goes hand in hand.
Got it.
Right.
Got it. So there is no animosity as such. कोई मतलब ऐसा दुश्मनी नहीं है. There is no tussle.
No.
Everybody is like comfortably working in the same towards the same goal.
Yes, very much. Very
much. All right. Moving to a slightly personal set of questions now, right? You being a woman in this industry, जो कि normally, मतलब okay, we are coming from an era or from the mentality where we know कि यार predominantly सारे industries allegedly have been male dominated. And women are doing exemplary work, amazing work, right?
Correct.
हमारा real estate में ये और भी कम है, the involvement of women, because one would say कि यार साइड पे भागना होगा, धूप में खड़े रहना होगा, you have to deal with people, all these things. पहले की mentality थी when people were more close-minded, at the risk of sounding condescending, but that was how people were. Now the mindsets are opening, more involvement is there. So how has that experience been for you?
So, Shubham, as you rightly picked up that point, which might be a little sensitive as well. However, if I put it in this way, that when I had started working like almost 15 years back, it was little difficult. Not because of the male and female thing, concept, right? Yeah. But back then, there was not a lot of exposure to the female category to the real estate. Fair. Like there were a lot of less, if you see in 2010 or 2009 back then there were very few females who were like really passionate and were into real estate full-fledgedly, and they made a decision that yes, I want to become, like I want to have a real estate as my career. So yeah, it was not typically because of the male-female category that we talk about. But yes, I mean, this was the scenario some time back.
Understood.
But if you talk about today, I would like to bring it to your notice that if I give an example of any of the company, nowadays, majorly pre-sales and the CRM, which is post-sales, is, I would say, run by and have the maximum female staff more than male staff, because you need that, touch of a female when you talk on the phone or you communicate anything, because at the end in real estate, we ask money from the customer in terms of anything while buying a flat or after post sales. So
it's all about the money.
Right. That's true. Right. So that's how it is.
Okay. So you're saying, कि ये दो ends पे pre-sales and CRM level पे
majorly
more women are involved, because hey, better personal touch, better conversation.
Correct. I would say handling. These two departments are dominated by women in real estate. It's what I have noticed in all these years. In sales, if you talk about, yes, even there we have the equal contribution in today's date.
Amazing.
So that's how
things are getting better.
Better, like wonderful, I would say.
Okay, Pooja, moving to the next question.
Right.
The industry that you are in, the fragment of industry that you are in, आपका developers के साथ, clients के साथ dealing होता होगा.
Yes.
Right? To certain extent.
Right.
Now, what I want to ask you is कि आपके male counterparts भी हैं.
Right.
So, is there a difference in the way conversions happened, let's say? Or is there a difference in the way a certain conversation leads to when you are doing the same talk and when your male counterpart is doing the same talk? ऐसा कभी कुछ ऐसा preferential treatment because they are men, ऐसा कुछ हुआ है and you had to work harder towards achieving the same thing that they did, or was it the other way around because you were a female, so it was easier for you to breeze through? ऐसा कुछ, is there a differentiation
Shubham,
like that?
if we go in that way, then to be really honest, no. With me, if you talk about, then I was the lucky one. If you say that whenever in whichever company that I have worked with, the male counterparts that I have worked with very closely, that I have come across a lot of male reporting bosses.
Okay.
But it was always been very supportive.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's great to know. All right. Let me also ask. This is a hypothetical question.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw you away. What amount is that amount which, if given to you today in your bank account, that you would say कि हाँ यार अब मैं retire हो सकती हूँ? Is there some figure to that?
I would say, since it's a hypothetical question,
Sure.
you will definitely get a hypothetical answer.
Please, you are my guest, so be my guest.
So I would say whatever my bank account can take it.
All right.
That's it. I mean, I'm okay with that.
So there is no
Of course.
So there are two ways I can interpret this.
Yes.
A, indirectly you're saying here no money is enough to buy my retirement out. I would
Correct.
rather continue working. Or you're saying कि मतलब जितना दे सकते हो दे दो. Which one is it?
One, I think the first point is better because
are we being politically correct here?
No, so I'm just being a little bit. To be really honest, it's not always about money. Of course, we had some very good hypothetical conversation, but yes, one thing I want to mention is that whatever best I can give it to the industry, I just want to continue doing it.
Amazing.
Not limiting that thing to the money that comes in my account.
Right.
So I think that's the best that I can do for my industry.
That's actually a very beautiful thing to say. Right. The message that it conveys,
Correct.
it's very amazing.
Right.
कि यार काम करते रहना है.
True.
Contribute करते रहना है.
Yes.
पैसा,
very much.
yes, सबकी destination है. Eventually,
Correct.
the world does not work without money, but that is not your end goal.
Of course, it should not be for anybody who wants to. Because
Absolutely.
in real estate, if you talk about पैसा ही पैसा है, to be really honest, in terms of at the developer end, at the company end, even if you're working for some company, so in terms of incentives, in terms of cash prizes. So if you talk about real estate, then there is a limitless money, that rightly you said.
Absolutely agree.
So that's how it is.
Right. So was this one of the reasons? But since we've already negated that fact that money is a factor here, what drew you to real estate?
So I started working at the very initial stage of my career. So of course I started from the very basics, like attending calls for scheduling the meetings and everything. When my first client turned up, something changed there. I don't know how, but I felt that yes, I mean, I can do this. Then
interesting.
Yeah, because convincing somebody on phone call, like you can't see the other person,
right.
The other person can't see you. It's just a game of what you talk, how you convince. Right. And of course, everybody knows in real estate, all you need is a convincing power and a negotiation power. That's
right.
it.
Right.
So yeah, that's how it is.
Amazing.
Right.
So you enjoyed the journey. You basically built yourself up from
very
ground.
Much.
I
enjoyed this journey a lot, and I am still enjoying, because when you see that growth within
right.
yourself, within the company, or the people surrounded by you. So now, if I talk about the team, how do you give yourself as a position is how your team is growing. So if they are growing, then you should consider yourself as a a good leader, maybe. So perhaps. That's how it is.
Absolutely. Okay. All the developers that you have worked with, unme se the best sales head or business head that you worked with,
Yes.
that you think that you had the best interaction with?
Right.
Who would that be?
I would definitely go for Mr. Kuldeep Puri.
Okay.
He's from Marathon. He's
Amazing.
heading the South Bombay market for Marathon.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, can you elaborate? What was that experience?
Experience is all about the passion that again he holds for real estate and the support that he gives to channel partners. Because when you say the builder and whoever channel partners work for any of the project, there has to be a clashes.
Correct.
And that is one of the most important part for any builder to manage.
Right.
So he's being on the very senior level, he doesn't get into all this, but the way he has trained his team, or the way he has, something is called as upbringing of your own team.
Amazing.
So that's very fantastic. I mean, that's
Amazing.
exceptional.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. You mentioned about the channel partners, right? सब लोग यही सोचते हैं कि यार channel partners है, तुम्हारे पैसे के पीछे ही है. But that is not the case.
Right.
Right. How is it in the real life with the channel partners? Well, I know we have been making videos and videos about them, how they work day and night for the customers, and weekends unke off nahi hote yaar. They're working on the weekends. So please shed some light about how you've experienced this whole thing.
So Shubham, when even I have heard about this whole concept, channel partner is again a very new name in the market. Earlier it was called as a broker. When any layman will, know this name as a broker, what they typically thinks is that, okay, fine, there is one shop on the roadside that you have to go visit and, inquire. Still, there are shops like that
Right.
who do the rental thing very actively within the area.
Right.
However, if you talk about agents, if you talk about the channel partners, there are n number of companies have the exceptional work culture in their companies for the it's very customer centric nowadays. It's very customer centric rather than having projects on board. Nowadays, channel partner has also become very careful with what project they pick up for their customers.
Right.
Because nowadays everywhere it is delays are happening, and especially after COVID, people are more concerned about where they are putting their money in.
Absolutely.
So hence the channel partners are also have become very choosy, picky with the thing that what are they pitching to their customers.
Right.
So that's how I think the entire channel partner vertical works.
So that is how it works, and
Right.
you saying कि मतलब perception है लोगों का कि यार they're after your money. The truth is that they're working hard to get you your dream.
Exactly, because whatever money is the channel partner is going to get, it's from the builder. It's not from the customer. So
Interesting.
yeah, so ultimately, if I pitch you something good, if I tell you something good, and if you buy it, I am locking the deal with the developer.
Right.
Plus, if that product is really good, so for channel partner, it is very important to have a good projects on board, because if tomorrow, if I will give you one of the house in some good builder, you will be the only one who will get me more people to
Correct.
find their dream houses.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, and today channel partners are working towards it. I believe that, because earlier the story was a little different, but nowadays the channel partners are more focused on repeat business. Yeah, I mean, having a good projects on board.
Right.
So everybody is marketing good projects nowadays.
Everybody has become
More careful,
cautious, more careful,
right?
putting in more effort
Correct.
towards the whole thing. That's amazing.
Correct.
That's amazing to know. हमारी country में, which is the channel partner firm that you look up to? Yeah, they really inspire you.
So I would definitely take a name that's Property Pistol, which
Okay.
is booming in the market right now.
Okay.
And if you ask me why particularly that name, is because I've been following this Property Pistol thing from a very long time to see up to how they are growing, what strategies they are using, what verticals they are. So if you ask me today, they are recently started the vertical was already there, but then now it is shaping in such a way that I'm very sure within a year or so, this entire vertical is going to take a different shape. So the vertical that they have introduced is a syndicate.
Okay.
So syndicate is basically for all the channel partners will be gathering at one place for the
Interesting.
So it's very so if you go and study deep down this whole syndicate thing, it's a very nice thing.
Okay.
And in terms of technology, yes, they are doing really nice. So yeah.
So what is their business model, Property Pistol?
So basically, they are into retail and mandate as well. Again, plus the heads that are getting used behind making this company successful, Mr. Ashish, Mr. Deepak. So yeah, I mean, you definitely can go and check about them.
Yeah, definitely do that. Right. I'm wondering if there are competition or not. I'm just
not right now, but I would like to.
Well, some healthy competition is
also good. Of course.
So we have that question answered.
Correct.
This is a very interesting question. I love asking all of my guests this question.
Okay.
When you were handling the clients, even you do right now, right? So one such experience that came across with thought ki yaar kahan phas gaye yaar, ye nahi karna chahiye tha, ye kahan matlab, there are some people, and no offense to such people, they probably don't know that they are being like that. Maybe we all have been like that at some point to somebody, but hota nahi kai baar ki aap irritate ho jate yaar, ye kyun, matlab please.
Correct.
One such example like that which you'd like to
So
share.
Shubham, I would little bit mold your questions because the upbringing that I have got in real estate is like client is your king. You cannot have any time like calling client as a irritating client or anything like that. But yes, I will answer you this question in a little
point to be noted, my lord, leading the questions.
Yeah. So I'll just mold, as I said, I'll just mold your question a little bit. So I'll just share one incident with you. When I was in very early stage of my career, I was first time I was attending clients as a sales manager. So that time I came across one of the client. So definitely I will not name the company as well as not the client. However, he came very casually, like just the shorts and t-shirt, random slip-ons. That's it. And being a newbie, I just casually gave him all the information and everything. And surprisingly, he booked almost 2 apartments on the spot.
What are you saying?
Yes, and he turned out to be a very, like a big name in the music industry. Not the music industry, I would say a music company.
Okay.
Yeah, and that time was the point of realization for me that you should not judge any of your clients with their appearance or with the way that they are coming. And of course, as I said, I was a very newbie in that time. So that was again a very good learning that I've got and which helped me in shaping up my team today, maybe. Because today, we cannot judge people. People can have a lot of money, still they can be, very grounded.
Very grounded,
so,
very humble.
Definitely, this has helped me in shaping my team, shaping PSFR. So, yeah, these things matter. So, I couldn't answer your question about irritating client, but yes, this was something I felt which is very insightful.
So, basically, this answers 2 of my questions. That was very witty of you. Ek tir se dosh kar. Okay. The next question was going to be one of those, it's a life-changing experience, and you already answered that.
Yes.
Works. Alright, so let's talk about technology, right? Har jagah technology is everywhere, and that is the future.
Right.
Aaj, artificial intelligence has come to such a point where you type and it'll create a photo for you.
Yeah.
Right? They will make a video out of you. Fake kitne sare ho rahe hain. It's mind-boggling.
True.
Where are we headed?
Very much.
How does technology affect our industry?
Our industry, in terms of marketing, I feel little bit it might affect. But however, if you ask personal opinion, then I feel the system, the AI or the chat GPT, anything you name it, is again made by humans. So you need that human touch.
Let's move to the last and final question of the evening.
Okay.
Afternoon, the day, whatever you want to call it. You handle so many people.
Right.
And in the real estate industry, just like any other firm or industry company, your company also needs probably a CRM.
Correct.
Or a technology. So how does that work? Which ones are you working with right now? How is it performing? What are the pluses, minuses? Are you looking for something new in the industry? How does that
So currently we're working on SFDC, that stands for Salesforce Data Capture.
Right.
And reason for choosing that, with my experience, I have worked on the SFDC for almost many years, and it is so user friendly that any newbie can easily get adapted to it. So
Amazing.
yeah, and plus it is very safe
Right.
while you use it. So
Right.
yes, and it's just one click and you get all the reports. So
Perfect.
that's very user friendly.
Brilliant.
Right.
As a final message, Pooja, to the people who are watching this video, right? There could be many aspiring channel partners,
Right.
many aspiring women entrepreneurs out there. Women who want to make their name, make a mark into their respective industries. One message that you'd like to give them in a sentence or two, however you feel like. What would you tell them?
I would just say opportunity.
Okay.
Even if it is for many aspiring channel partners, female who wants to get into the industry or choose real estate as an industry, never lose an opportunity that comes to you.
Outstanding.
So real estate industry is vast.
Right.
I mean, you just knock any door and there is an opportunity to you.
Absolutely.
So if you go in any road, I mean, there is a new project
There's a new
coming.
project, new
It's
project
as simple
coming.
as that. So it's
Correct.
just an opportunity that you have to look for, and you just have to grab it.
Go
That's
for
it.
Amazing. Guys, the message for the evening, you find an opportunity, you go for it. Don't wait or don't let anybody tell you कि तुम कर सकते हो या नहीं कर सकते हो. Thank you so much for watching the show. Thank you so much, Pooja, for coming to our show, taking the time out. I know you've been really busy, really occupied. I'm so happy that I met you. I love talking to people, getting to know them. I hope you had a similar experience.
Definitely, Shubham. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. See you very soon in the next episode.